What's going on, everybody? In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to shape your beard in any shape, size, or form. You can use any kind of company that you guys want, but I'm going to be showing you what personal companies that I've been using for about a couple of years now. This is to basically prevent yourself from having to shave or trim, because a lot of Sikhs like myself, we are not allowed to in our religion. So this is a way for modern kids growing up or modern people nowadays who want to make their beard look more natural without having the need to go ahead and trim their beard or shave their beard to do so. So before I get into the video, I just wanted to say thank you guys for liking and sharing my last video. It meant a lot to me. A lot of people were requesting how I tie my pug, so I thought I'd teach you guys step by step on how I tie. If you guys haven't checked out that video, go ahead. I'll leave a little clip link right here. You guys can click it on the video itself, or you guys can actually click it in the link description after you finish this video, whatever you guys are comfortable with. Let's get into the video. So we're going to need 5 things for this video, guys. The first thing that we're going to need, starting with the most important, we're going to be starting with the gel. It's called Got to Be Glued. It's spiking glue. You guys can pick this up anywhere in your local store. It goes for about $8, and it would last you about 4 months. If your beard is a little bigger, it may last a little less, and if you have a smaller beard, you get the point. But this spiking glue is used to actually form the beard in the way you want it. They last about 24 hours. It could last longer. I personally don't recommend it because I know you guys want to keep your beard nice and clean. You don't want your hair falling off too much. So that's what this is for. And I'm going to show you the second most important product that you're going to need for this video is an Indian company called Swift. I personally use the 5th, which is the most strong. It's called Mega Strong. It does last 100% more than 24 hours, but obviously, like I was saying earlier, let's keep it to a maximum of 24 just to keep the beard nice and clean and obviously in a healthy condition. You guys can pick this up. I believe it costs about 220 rupees. That's about $3. I'm pretty sure you guys can find this online. Like I said, this is called Swift. It's the Power Mega Strong Hairspray. The products that I'm going to be showing you guys in this video, you do not have to use. You can actually use any local store product. It may work exactly the same. It may be a little different from the way I'm showing you guys in this video, but obviously the same routine steps will apply. You just have to twist it a little bit and make it the way you guys want. These 2 items that I'm going to be showing you, like the hairspray and then the gel itself, you guys can use this to shape your beard in any size, shape, or form. It doesn't have to be the way that I'm going to be showing you guys right now. It could be any style that you personally want. This is just to prevent yourself from having to trim your beard or shave your beard, but just put it in the shape you want, like that's modern right now, which is in trend. You can shape it up in any kind of style. I know a lot of you Indian guys like to put your mustache up like that. I'll be teaching you guys how to do that too in the end of the video if you guys want to check it out. The third item that you guys are going to need is the brush. This can be picked up at anywhere. You can pick it on Amazon, you can pick it up anywhere you want, local stores. The one I'm using is just an Indian brand. I picked it up on the street. If you live in India, it's a little benefit for you. The fourth item that you guys are going to need is a blow dryer. You can use the traditional way. It's called a tata. It's basically a cloth which you can tie it and then on your head. It does take a little longer. I'll be teaching you guys how to do it if you want. I could use it, like, I'll show you guys how it's used, but I personally don't use it just because of the fact that blow drying it takes about 15 minutes off the time of you having to use a tata. The 5th item that you guys are going to need is a rubber band. You guys can pick this up anywhere, dollar store, doesn't matter where you're located in the world. You can get your hands on this, obviously. That's going to be to basically when you finish your beard off, you're going to have to roll it a little bit and tuck it inside. A lot of people already know this. You could do it a different way if you want. People tuck it from the front, from the back. I'll show you guys how I personally do it, and you can make your own way out of it. So let's get started. What you're going to need, I don't know why I just did this, but okay. So what we're going to do first, guys, is take the gel. You guys are going to open it up, and you guys are going to put just about this much on your finger. So that's about it. What you guys are going to want to do is straighten it down. So just take your hand and then just straighten the beard towards downwards. So I'm just pulling it downwards. And then what you're going to do is bring it right here. You're going to start gelling it. If I do look this way, it is because I have my mirror right in front of me. That's why I'm looking this way. But I'm going to start just dapping it. I'm literally just dapping. Just going to continue going you're just gonna keep going all around your beard. Don't put too much. You may, like, if you see that I'm just pressing it everywhere, because when you do brush it down, the little amounts that you did put everywhere will just start to come down and it'll go everywhere. So you don't want to put too much of it everywhere, like I was speaking about. So we're just gonna do that side, and we're gonna do the opposite side now too. Just pull your hair down, and then just gonna line it up. So just press it nice and easy. And if it's like a lot, like really curly like mine are sometimes, like my hair might be really curly, you could just keep pressing it till it gets straight, because the main objective is when you're using the brush itself, it's gonna straighten it. So you just want to push it in the position that you want it before you start to brush. So I'm gonna take a little bit more on my finger, and I'm just gonna continue to go in the exact same form that I'm doing it already. Once you know, you'll know how much you guys need depending on your beard size. You'll know it like covers that much, so you can see like that. It's not fully covering the beard as right now. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the brush now and we're gonna start going in. So as you guys can see, I'm just shaping it in the exact way that I personally like my beard. So if you guys can notice, it's already flat in comparison to the side right here. So we're just gonna keep going in and just keep brushing it down, just to get the form, keep it nice and flat, keep it exactly how we want it. So there we go. Once you finish this side, you're gonna see it's really clean. Once you guys finish this side, it doesn't take that long. We're just gonna switch over and go to the opposite side now. Do the exact same thing on this side. So as you guys can see, that's what it looks like. Show you the opposite side. So you may see that I didn't do this part right here. I'm going to show you guys, that's the part with the spray. So we're just focusing right now on the two sides, and then we're going to focus on the bottom with the gel. So we're only going to be using that part for the gel, the shape up till right here. So both sides, shape it down and shape it towards right here. So this part right here that's in the front is gonna be all done by the spray. That's to make it puffy like I was speaking about. You don't have to do that. You can actually just go straight through with the gel. You can spray, put the gel right here all over and then brush it down. That used to be my old style, but I started liking it a little more puffy. So I'm gonna show you guys how I do it now. So as you guys can see, my beard is still a little open. What you want to do is take a little bit more and just put it on the places that you see are coming out from the top. If your beard already got enough, just start placing it on the bottom like I'm doing right now. I'm trying to do both at the same time. You could do step by step. Just keep one thing in mind when you're actually doing it. Don't waste too much time, because it does start to dry up by itself, and when that happens is when you're brushing it after it's dried, it starts to get a little flaky, plus it starts obviously to get hard on you. So what you want to do is do it in a moderate amount of time. So, and you can actually use your finger if you like. See a little hair, you can see that right there. I'll brush it back to alignment just so I don't have to have it separate, just so it's clean. So we're just gonna brush everything down into the way you want it. Alright, so we just got it. Let me show you guys what that looks like. Show you the opposite side. The opposite side's already done. But now what we're gonna do is take more of the gel. We're gonna go back and get more on your finger. Same amounts, just a little bit. You could use a little less if you want. I did put a little bit more than I do. But I'm just gonna start pressing it everywhere. So that's how it looks right there on the bottom. I'm just gonna transfer it over to my other finger and do the exact same thing on the opposite side. So that's what it looks like. It'll start to blend in with your beard, because from the top that already came down, it'll start forming in the way you want it. So now what we're gonna do is, once we get it on both sides of the bottoms, you're gonna go back and take your brush and you're gonna start to form it in the exact way. As you guys can see, I'm shaping it the way I want it now. It's going towards my chin. So what you're gonna do is grab it from the back, make it sharp from this side right here where your jaw is. We're gonna sharpen it and go straight down towards the front of my beard now. So let's go. So that's what it looks like when I come a little closer. I'm not currently done, so the beard is not done yet. So what I'm gonna have to do now is take a little more gel because it is coming off. I don't have gel on the back. So what I'm gonna do is go back, grab a little bit more. So I'm gonna use that much now. And I'm gonna go right back in and just gonna press it right against it. Just the way I already shaped it, I'm just gonna press it back in that shape. So I'm still staying in the exact same shape I was doing it from the start. I'll put a little bit back on this side just because if it dries a little bit as I'm talking, just so it stays a little damp. All right, so alright, so once I get right here, I like to put my finger, like my whole hand on it, and I'll just shape it in the exact way that I like it. There we go. I'll hold it for a couple seconds. This is usually when I actually use the blow dryer a little bit, but I'm going to stick right here, and I'm going to do the opposite side, then I'm going to blow dry it right down both sides, just because this is starting to dry up on me. So just start to brush down a little bit more just to keep it straight down, and now I'm going to shape in the exact same way that I did on this side. Alright, so I did finish both sides. I'll show you guys what that looks like. I'll focus it right on my beard for you guys. So as you guys can see, the front is still really puffy, and then I have the sides done now. What I'm going to go back and do is, if you guys can notice, it's still curly. It's because it's still wet. It's not dried off. So what we're going to do now is take the back of your brush, and you're going to use the blow dryer. So I'm obviously going to... So I'm obviously going to just mute this part of the video just because the blow dryer is loud. But I'm going to show you guys exactly what I'm doing. Alright, so I just finished both sides. They're dried down now. Now the part of the rubber band. So what we're going to do is bring it together. I'm actually going to show you how I personally do it. I used to do it this way where I'll go like this. I'll rubber band it a little bit and I'll start to blow dry it with my spray. But what I'm going to do is, now that I found a different way, I personally like to first use a little spray and shape it the way I want it. So I'm just going to show you guys how I do it. So first what I do is I like to take the Swift spray. I'm going to press it right on both sides. So I got both corners now. Once you get both corners right there, I'm going to shape it this way. The only reason I do that is because once you press this gel all the way down, like when you put it down with gel, this is obviously gonna be bigger and it won't look that nice. So what you're gonna do is take both sides like this and you're gonna spray it down and then you just blow dry it. Once you guys do that, you guys can take the spray again and go right in the fronts of the beard. So you got the two corners going both ways now, diagonally, and then you're gonna get the spray to put in the front. Once we finish that, we're gonna head over and use the rubber band. Don't just keep going at it, you don't really have to. As long as you feel it, you'll notice that's a little dry. I do like to keep my beard not too hard, because you could spray potentially a lot or use a lot of gel and make it really strong. You don't have to do that. You really don't, because of the fact that it'll start being really white on you and you don't want that. Just because it starts to look unnatural, which we want to prevent. We want to make it look as natural as possible without having the need to trim the beard or shape it up or shave it fully to restart and to make it in the way you want it. So what we're gonna do is, once we get the forms of both diagonal and then this part going straight, you're gonna bring your beard, so you're gonna use the side right here and use this side and pull it down and make it even with the front that's already there. So we're gonna pull both sides. As you guys can see, it's straight now. You're gonna just do that. Pull both sides. There we go. And then we're gonna bring in the rubber band. It's already on my hand, as you guys can see. The reason it's like this, so I'm just gonna let it go and it'll just come right, there you go. Now I'm gonna twist it like that. So as you guys can see, I just twisted it with my hand, and now I'm gonna pick it with my left hand. In this case, you guys are gonna go like that and twist it again. So it's like that, how I picked it up, but I'm gonna twist it, spread it, and do it one more time. Twist, and right there. You can twist it as many times as you want. I'm just gonna twist it for the last time. It's gonna look like this now. As you guys can see, it's a little puffy from the bottom. Don't use a different color for the beard itself. I wouldn't recommend you guys using a different color for this, because obviously you want to make it look natural, and we're gonna push this in. So you're just gonna roll this a little bit and you're gonna push it in. Once you guys get it in, it's obviously not gonna be clean because we're not done yet, but we're gonna get the beard in the exact same form that we want it to be in. Now what you're gonna do is, first and foremost, once you push it in, obviously it's gonna come out because it's not dried in yet, it's not glued in yet or sprayed in yet. So what we're gonna do is take the spray and put it in the exact place that you put the rubber band in. Once you guys do that, you're gonna blow dry it for a couple of seconds, maybe 10 seconds, just so it stays there and doesn't keep opening. So let's do that now. Alright, so once we do that, it won't come out anymore. But what we want to do, like, most importantly, as you guys can see, my beard is still out from both sides. That's where we shape it now. What we're going to do is take the spray and we're going to spray both sides. You can spray from the back side too, just so you get the shape of it. I'm going to be doing that step by step. So first, we're gonna take it, we just sprayed the whole front. Now you're gonna take the back of the brush. Mine is a little curved, as you guys can see. Yours can be straight, doesn't matter what side it is. I'm obviously using the back of it. And what you're gonna do now is you're gonna curve it. You're gonna make this as round as possible, just so it looks so clean. Obviously, you don't want to make it too neat where it looks impossibly, like, unless you like that style. I personally do sometimes. I do like to make it very clean, because when you take pictures, it comes out very smooth, which I love to do. So mine's curved, like you guys can see. What I'm going to do now is twist it on both sides. That's the first thing I'm going to do. As I sprayed both corners, I'm going to go ahead and do that. once you guys finish that, that's your main piece right there to get this cleaned up, because you want it to align the gel. You don't want it to look like there's two different things going on. You want it to come as one. So like I was saying earlier in the video, if you guys want to twist your mustache, you guys can go ahead and go back with the gel. You guys can take just a smidge. Don't use too much because it does get it doesn't stick on just because your mustache might be small. If you have a thicker one, it may be different. So what you're gonna do is obviously take a little bit, and what you're gonna do is rub it on both of your fingers, and when you go back, you're gonna twist it, and just twist like that. You may make that shape, and you can make your beard just like upwards or whatever style you guys want. That's just another tip that I have for you guys. So now let's get into the part where it not being flaky, it not being look unnatural. So I'm just gonna show you guys what it looks like right now. I'll come a little closer for you guys to see. So it is fully done. Alright, so now let's get into that part. You can use black powder. It can be used, you can pick it up at any local store, to be honest with you guys. It's just black powder. Or you guys can use this, is take a little bit of water, and you guys can take like a regular cloth, and what you guys can do is take the regular cloth and just damp it with water around the areas of your beard, because you may notice on your ear side it'll be there, it'll come over here. So like where it usually comes from me, I'm gonna let you guys know, it usually comes right here, about here. It comes on this side, so it comes on this side, and the same exact ways on both sides, gonna be like that. So take your little cloth right here, and then you guys can take it just in that corner, doesn't matter, just rub it with water, and it'll shape it up into the way that you guys want. But like I was saying about the black powder, you guys can take a little brush with black powder, drop it on the black powder, and then just damp it against your beard, just a smidge. Don't put too much because it obviously looks unnatural. You guys just want to put a little bit just to keep it black. So if you're taking pictures for photos or anything like that, you guys are doing that, you guys can do that too. Being realistic with you, you may not need it, but it's just a tip just in case that you guys notice that it's happening and you're like, oh, how do I fix this? It's just a little tip for you guys. That's all I got for you guys in this video. If you guys liked it, please do like this, subscribe. I will be posting other videos in the future very shortly. I have another video coming up. But thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it. Share it with a friend. If you have a friend who's deciding to shave his beard or trim his beard, who doesn't like the way it is right now, prevent it from happening. Show him this video and maybe he can learn something. He doesn't have to do it.